Hello class 9. Today we'll deal with a new chapter, that is light, and we will start with a new topic, reflection of light. So when a beam of light strikes a surface, suppose this is a beam of light and strike this surface and return back to the same medium. This is the reflected rays, and this process is called reflection of light. So the return of light into the same medium after striking a surface is called reflection of light. So this is the reflecting surface. Maximum we use plane mirror as reflecting surface because plane mirror reflects the maximum rays, although it is not 100% the rays it reflect back to the same medium. Now how this reflecting surface should be: a plane mirror is made from a few of thick glass plate. One surface of the glass plate is polished to a high degree of smoothness. This forms the front surface of the mirror, and the other surface is silvered. So the silvered surface is further coated with some opaque material so as to protect the silvering on it. The two surfaces of the plane mirror are shown, and this is the front surface, polished surface, and this is the silver coating surface. That side, the front side, that is the coating, the light enters from the side of the polished surface and is strongly reflected from the silver surface. So this is about the reflecting surface. Now, there are two kinds of reflection: regular reflection and irregular reflection. So with the diagram 1, this is the diagram for regular reflection, and diagram number 2 is the diagram for irregular reflection. Now, regular reflection occurs when a beam of light falls on a smooth and polished surface. This is a polished and smooth surface. So when a beam of rays coming and strike this plane mirror, such a plane mirror, so a parallel beam of light is incident on the plane mirror, and the reflected beam is also parallel. So these are the reflected beams, they are also parallel. Incident rays coming that are parallel, and after striking the reflecting surface, reflected rays return to the same medium, they are also parallel. But in case of irregular reflection, here, irregular reflection occurs when a beam of light falls on a rough surface, such as suppose the wall of the room, the page of a book, any another object. So what happened here? A beam of rays, light, which are coming parallel. So all the rays are reflected back, but the reflected rays are not parallel to each other. The light rays fall at different points on the rough surface, and each rays get reflected from it, obeying the laws of reflection of light. Due to uneven surface, at different points, the light rays get reflected in different directions and give rise to the diffused or irregular reflection. Now some terms related to reflection. The very first, the ray of light which is coming and striking this plane mirror, that is the incident ray. Incident ray, the ray of light striking the reflecting surface, is called incident ray. Now next, point of incidence, this O, where this incident ray is coming and striking the reflecting surface, that is called the point of incidence. We denote it with point O. Reflected rays, this OB ray, the ray which is returning back to the same medium. After striking the reflecting surface, it returned back to the same medium. The ray OB is called as reflected ray. Next is normal, the perpendicular drawn on the reflecting surface, that is called normal. Next, angle of incidence. Angle of incidence, this I, the angle between normal and incident ray, this angle. Don't write this angle. Many students used to write this. So the angle between normal and incident ray is called angle of incidence. Angle of reflection, angle R, we denote it with R. And the angle between normal and reflected ray, this angle is called angle of reflection. Now, the next term is plane of incidence. The plane containing incident ray and normal is called the plane of incidence. Incident ray and normal, this is the plane of incidence. Similarly, that side we have the plane of reflection. The plane containing reflected ray and normal is called the plane of reflection. So these are some of the important terms related to reflection. Now, the next important thing, that is the laws of reflection. There are two laws of reflection. Number one, the angle of incidence. This angle I is always equal to the angle of reflection. That is, angle I is always equal to angle R. Suppose we are taking this angle as 30 degree. That means this angle will also be 30 degree. So this angle is 40 degree. Angle I is equal to 40 degree. Then angle R will also be 40. Angle I 60. Then angle R will also be 60 degree. This is the first laws of reflection, that angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Now the next law, second law. The incident ray, reflected ray, normal at the point of incidence lie in the same plane. At the point of incidence lie in the same plane. So these are the two laws of reflection. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, that is angle I is equal to angle R. And the second law, the incident ray, reflected ray and normal at the point of incidence lie in the same plane. A ray of light normally incident on a plane surface. Suppose a ray of light is coming and normally incident on a plane surface. That means angle of incidence, angle I is equal to 0 degree. So this is our incident ray. So this angle should be 0. That means it will go and merge with the normal. This OA coincides with the normal. So this normal will be the angle of incidence, the ray of incident. So the reflected ray will also return back with the same ray. It returns with the same ray and hence retrace its own path. The refracted ray retrace its own path. That is, angle R will also be equal to 0 and it retrace its own path. Formation of image by reflection. Now, what is image? A visual representation of anything. Suppose a ray, when an object is there, the ray of light travels from the object. After reflecting from the reflected surface, it meets at a point, they coincide at a point. For this, we need at least to consider at least two rays of light incident on the mirror from a point of object, and the image which we get where the two incident rays meet, that is the point of the image. So on basis of this, image is of two types, real image and virtual image. So real image, that means suppose this is our object and we have our incident rays. After striking the reflecting surface, they actually meet at this point. So the image in which the reflected rays actually coincide at a point, that type of image is called real images. And in case of this plane mirror, suppose this is the object. After striking the reflecting surface, it reflected back to the same medium, but we extend to the other side and there they coincide. That means we visualize that they are coinciding at this point. So this type of images are called virtual image. They actually does not coincide, the reflected rays does not coincide at a point. That type of image is called virtual image. Now we will consider the difference between real and virtual images. Distinction between a real and a virtual image. A real image is formed due to actual intersection of reflected rays. The very first point of virtual images, a virtual image is formed when the reflected rays meet if they are produced backward. Point number 2, a real image can be obtained on the screen, but a virtual image cannot be obtained on the screen. Point number 3, a real image is inverted with respect to the object, but a virtual image is erect with respect to the object. Example, the image of distant object formed by a concave mirror in case of real images, but the image of an object formed by plane mirror or by convex mirror in case of virtual images.